Welcome to Kevin Clare's Grand Tour of South America. This is part 7. If you've been watching so far, you would have seen us fly from Wellington, New Zealand, all the way to Santiago, Chile, then on to Buenos Aires, Argentina for Iguazu Falls. Then we're up to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, then over to Lima, Peru, and then into the Amazon jungle. This time, we leave the Amazon jungle and head to Cusco. We immediately travel to the Sacred Valley where we explore the ancient ruins and acclimatise to the altitude before heading to Machu Picchu. We explore Machu Picchu. Let's take a closer look. First, we fly into Cusco Airport. The altitude there is 3,400 metres. Then we jump into a van and head towards our hotel in Ollantaytambo. The altitude there is a little bit lower at 2,850 metres, so we can acclimatise better to the altitude. Next day we head out to check out the ruins in Chinchero, followed by Moray, which is an impressive Inca food lab. Then it's on to Ollantaytambo, where there's some impressive Inca terraces. Then it's back to the hotel to chill out for the night and get ready for the next big day. Before we go there, let's check out the videos from this part. We all know llama and alpaca, but did you know there's vicuña and guanaco as well? They're all similar but very different. Can you spot the difference?
So almost 1 month was necessary.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. Yeah, it is necessary. Oh, that's very pretty.
You got like dreadlocks almost. I'm not hungry today.
We find in this group just 2 llamas. So llamas are bigger, taller,
Yeah.
with longer neck, longer legs,
Okay.
and the ears like bananas.
Oh, right.
Llama banana.
This was part of a weaving centre where they weaved alpaca and llama wool into high-class products. They took us through and demonstrated a lot of the dyeing processes. A little bit over touristy, but still very interesting.
Look, madam.
Wow. Wow.
Different tonalidades the color. This is the sol de maras, the mineral
Yeah.
sol de maras. What color, madam? What color? What color? What color?
What colour? Pink.
No?
No?
Yellow.
No yellow.
Orange.
Yes.
Orange.
This is the orange. Yeah. Uh-huh. The mineral is different tonalidades the color.
Yes.
Opor fish, sol de maras, limuyus, along stone, sulfur.
Sulfur.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. All produce different shades.
Yeah,
of
yes.
the-
So it'd be more yellow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainy season, agriculture.
It's like a heating. They save some energy on that way.
And they can.
All right, you ready? Let's go. We want that.
Whenever you wanna stop, just let me know.
Let's go.
So. And the street as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
Ah.
So this is Chinchero. It's in Peru's Sacred Valley and stands at about 3,800 metres, so we've come up quite a bit from where we were staying last night. And we're having to remember to walk more slowly than we were. Certainly feel the higher altitude. What we're seeing here are the remains of an Inca royal estate. It included agricultural terraces, stone walls, canals, roads and other structures, all built by Inca Tupac Yupanqui. Excuse the pronunciation. The site served as an important residential, administrative and religious centre for the Incas. A key feature is the massive Inca palace, which was intentionally burned by the Incas to prevent Spanish culture, but was later used by the Spanish to build a colonial church on top of its foundations. Very interesting. Here we're watching the local ladies dry out the potatoes in the crisp Andean mountain air. It's an ancient freeze-drying method known as chuño, which preserves the crop for many months and is traditionally passed down for generations. So what was it? Moray lies in the heart of the Sacred Valley, where a series of vast circular terraces descend into the earth. The Incas designed this site as an agricultural laboratory, using different levels to create distinct microclimates. Here they studied how crops adapted to altitude and temperature, shaping farming practices that are still influenced in the Andes today.
Over there was it's the same way how the place was built, so with that idea.
Maybe the water comes in.
On 1917, our president he requested, and this is called there, and the way how.
Ollantaytambo is one of the most impressive Inca sites in the Sacred Valley. Its massive terraces rise steeply along the mountainside, built to control erosion and create fertile farmland. Above them stand fine-cut stone walls with ceremonial areas, a reminder that this was both a fortress and a sacred centre. Ollantaytambo still feels alive today, with the Inca street plan and water channels continuing to shape the modern town below. Ollantaytambo. Looks nice for the sun over there. Pretty cool steps.
Almost on the top.
Check out how tight those, no mortar. Amazing how they've cut them with no tools.
Now you're gonna see.
Wow, look at that.
Huge. I give for our guts.
Yeah.
It's like an orange skirt. Black and orange, yellow. So they are from a different village.
Ah, okay.
Called Huillo.
Yeah.
And they are also weavers.
The next day, it was off to Machu Picchu. We made our way back to Ollantaytambo railway station and caught the 360 Inca rail trail to Aguas Calientes. Next, it was on to the very exciting bus ride up to Machu Picchu. It was an awesome, if not slightly terrifying ride up the mountain. There were 13 different switchbacks. But what an amazing way to get up the mountain. Let's take a closer look at the ride. What an awesome way to start the experience at Machu Picchu. This is the loading process. This is the loading process for getting onto the 360 train going to Machu Picchu. We're in carriage V, so we've got to follow the V. On the train up to Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu Pueblo Station. We remind you to take all your personal belongings with you. Inca Rail and its crew on board appreciate your preference. Thank you for your attention.
This is the queue waiting to get into Circuit 2. Yeah, the Machu Picchu's moving pretty quickly, so it's not too bad. Right, just walking past the first entry, and we're now going to split off to Circuit 1 and Circuit 2. Apparently Circuit 2 is the most popular, so we've got to check that. We're not going to jump. There goes Circuit 1 entry that way. We're going on Circuit 2. First views. Beautiful day. About to get to about 21 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Even in the Sacred Valley, because
Machu Picchu.
as I told you, coming out,
This is the residential area.
right to that jungle side.
Yep.
That's why people call Young Mountain.
It's one of the most sought after spots. There's a big crowd behind me, but make the most of it. What a view, eh?
I mean, it's like
Machu
from the ground.
Picchu
They
Peak.
do the studies, yes, they recognize it was an aquaforest.
Over there you can see the last bit of the Inca Trail where you walk through if you're doing the Inca Trail through that little V notch there.
Along the mountain wall.
Ah.
Right, let's start the walk down now. So we'll walk to the top. Circuit 2, so the Circuit 2 you go up to the top and then around the outside of the lower part, and then tomorrow we do Circuit 3, which we get to go into the inside of the city. get to explore the cathedral or church, whatever they call it, the Sun Temple. Big steps. All the stone was quarried locally here. There was plenty of stone here for them to use. They didn't have to carry it so far as they did in Ollantaytambo that we saw yesterday.
Down below, as I was explaining, it's where we have still the original water canal.
Ah, yep.
That's the original
See the water canal, yeah.
that they use in order to bring the water from the spring. Because they discover one aquifer.
Yep. Just about to come down into the residential zone now through that door. That was the only entrance through the wall into the residential area. Alright, passing through the gate.
Look at the gate, keeps two boxes inside with cylindrical pieces and also one ring above the lintel, because in that time not everybody were allowed to pass and they must control who can pass or not.
So there's a door.
Looking back up, this is the farming side. All these terraces are to do with farming as opposed to living. This is the quarry area. A lot of partially worked or unworked rocks. You can see a lot of cracks in them in the granite, which is what they sort of worked on to create the splits. An example of one of the cracks they would have used to split the rock. They would use chisels to create some holes and then wooden wedges, which they'd then pour water to, and the wood would expand to split the rock. Pretty cool for the times. There's a view of some of the houses along there with the gabled roofs. They would have had a thatched roof on top. People are clapping because you can hear an echo. Quite nice down here. The crowds from before have thinned out. You can tell they're llamas because the ears are like bananas, apparently.
Llama banana.
Bit bigger than alpacas as well. This rock is representing the mountain behind it. Pretty cool. And around here you can see the road that we come up on the bus. So it's about 25 minutes on the bus, and what was it, about 10-15 switchbacks or something, wasn't it?
13.
13 switchbacks, is it? Right. You can see a couple of buses on it. I believe these are water mirrors, so they'll be filled with water, and they use them to study the skies only at night, by the sounds of it, so they have really good knowledge of the stars and the constellations. That's the evidence of the water system still working today. Flowing through here.
Come back tomorrow, but it's the way to say bye.
Day 2. Second entry, circuit 3. Get to go through all the little hidden parts now. Drainway through there. Oh, she's been tight.
Just mind your head here.
There's the view again. A little bit hazier today, but we're at right at the beginning of the 10 o'clock entry, so not many people around, not really any queues. So this is where there's a fault line going all the way through the mountain. And they've built the separation between the residential side on that side and the farming side on this side. There's no building on this. This goes all the way down. Continues all the way down there. So for on an aerial shot, I'll try and put one on. You see the big separation between the two areas very clearly. The drain's still in action today. Another view of the Sun Temple there. You can see how precise the rock work is. Almost looks like printed concrete. The windows are orientated to the north, south, east and west, so the sun will shine through and project shadows of sunlight. This is the underneath of the temple. Stairs cut into the rock there. It's a natural rock there, and it's the underneath of the temple. The big rock. For example, one of the doors they had a locking system that used these. A hole in there, the ropes come down either here in a bamboo or a wooden. So we across there and tighten the rope into those holes. That's a very tidy wall. Look at that. Straight lines, no mortar. Amazing. All done with basic tools really. It's getting a little lane. So these posts here, they tied ropes on to purlin. You can see over there the holes for the ropes. They would have had purlin wood across there and tied onto those, and then around those pieces of rock there. Another high class building, can you tell by the rocks, very precise. These steep steps, they're getting your heart going. Get sick of this view any time. You can see all the people up the top there, that's people doing circuit 2. So it tends to be more popular than circuit 3, but we did that yesterday. Going through the lane. A view up to Machu Picchu. See a few people. Can you see a few people? Yeah, you see a few people just on one of the terraces up there. Another little walk through a lane and looking back up to the farming area, terraces. There's a link between the place we saw the other day, the laboratory, where they tested out different levels and different types of planting. Would have learnt from that and come over here and planted the right plants facing the right direction. It's pretty much faces east. Catches the sun nicely on this bank. Great spot to grow stuff. Cool view down, you see these natural bedrock caves that they're sort of built on top of and around. Some pretty cool bedrock steps there you can see, or side steps off the side as well.
That's the passing lane.
Fast people to run up the side. But actually, what we thought was just bedrock is actually the temple of the condor. You can see it's sort of shaped like wings and body. And down here they've got a beak and eyes carved, and then there's down that hole, there's steps coming down. A good view of what it may have looked like with thatched roofs. And if you look very closely in the top one, you'll see how they tied the rafters and purlins on to those round rock pieces that stick out from the side. Right, that brings Machu Picchu to an end. That's day 2 finished. Pretty amazing.
Very amazing. Yeah.
Day 1 we had with a guide. We learnt a whole lot with that, and that we did circuit 2, and then day 2 we've had circuit 3, and we've had it by ourselves, so just wandered around at our own pace, which was quite nice.
Yep.
Amazing place, lived up to everything we expected. It is truly memorable.
Very memorable.
Cheers.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us high.